I started writing about some of my life experiences sometime last year. I got a lot of feedback on the stories, but I think what surprised me the most was how people actually enjoyed reading them. A friend of mine from way back at a place where I used to work commented on one of the stories on Facebook. She said she didn't know I was a good storyteller when we worked together. And I told her even I didn't know. It was my sister's response to this my comment that made me stop and think. Fina, my sister, said, "My dear June, you have had it right from childhood. Remember how you used to tell me stories when coming back from school?" Indeed, I had forgotten. She was referring to our secondary school days when the driver used to come pick us up at the close of school. My sister and I are 1 year apart, and we were in the same school where she was a year ahead of me. We were day students, and on our way home in the car, I would ply her with all the happenings from my class that day. One day she asked me, "June, what happened to so and so?" She was referring to a classmate of mine. "Are they no longer at the school?" When she asked me whether the person was no longer at the school, I looked at her perplexed and asked, "Nothing happened to her, she's still there. Why are you asking?" And she told me that anytime I didn't talk about someone for a while, they seemed somehow dead. I turned to look at her. I was trying to understand. She explained that anytime I talked about anything or anyone, they came alive. Like she could see it all, imagine it like she was right there. And whenever I didn't talk about a person, they just somehow ceased to exist. After I saw that comment on Facebook, I started wondering, but really, why did I really start writing? And as the answer hit me, I started laughing. I had not gisted in a while. I'm a loner, and my usual gist partner nowadays is my husband. And whenever I start telling him a story, he's listening for the ask, where he needs to give an opinion, give advice, or help out with something. And I keep telling him, nope, I just want to gist you. But he doesn't roll like that. He's a practical and hands-on man. He goes, so what happened? Get to the punchline. In the end, I just give up and jump to the end of the story. I like to massage a story. I want you to see it through my eyes. I want you to laugh the way I laughed, or cry the way I cried, or be perplexed the way I was perplexed, baffled the way I was baffled. I don't know. I just like to tell stories the way I just want to connect with you, make you feel the story, Sha. And I think that's how I started writing snapshots from my life. Again, I noticed something profound a few years back. I wrote about it at the time. There are things that have happened in my life that are just so mysterious in their coincidences. I've been blessed. And even though sometimes I write about things that might have been traumatic, in them I will be deafeningly blind not to see the blessings that have lain in and emerged from the background. I'm blessed. And I want people to feel a sense of hope when they hear or read my stories. At worst, learn something from them, and at best, find the funny in them. And for you to know that, well, you are blessed, no matter how dark it looks sometimes. And that after darkness, when you look back a few years later, you too will be able to say, that too passed.